have adulthood here?
Oh, so I was thinking about like a pretty. I was talking like earlier to like a few of my friends about something because
Hmm.
I read this thing. Well, not I haven't read it though, but I've seen like one of the YouTubers that I follow make this thing about they Japanese people like disappearing.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much gonna be butchering this because it's been a while since I like looked at it and then like fully dive deep into like the whole subject yet. But
Mhm.
basically, there's like a lot of Japanese people who disappear in the hundred thousands a year.
Really?
Ever since the mid 1990s.
Is this due to Yakuza
Um,
or no?
no. This is because like, mainly because of like shame, because they feel like they've been shamed. So they do this thing where they go off the grid and they go into like another society. So basically, there's a thing in Japan society about like another society in Japan.
There is a manga that covers this about people who've been shunned or been bullied to the point where they just move into like a forest in the woods, where they have like this whole little other community and shit like that, where those who are shamed with the stay here being homeless and shit like that. It's not a homeless encampment, but like in the manga they explained that like in the manga it wasn't a homeless encampment, and I think the encampment was used to have more slaves play this virtual game, so they could farm shit and stuff like that, right? So they could be useful. That was just the manga, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's
So, oh, what happened?
no, I was like, yeah, that's fucking crazy, bro.
It is, and I was like, I really want to dive a little bit more into it. So instead of making like that particular thing a subject, I wanted to talk about adulthood because then I had this like slight theory, like it's a creepy but like slight theory that something like this will be one of the major reasons why a lot of people like isekai animes. So like I like talked about it with like one of my friends and he was all like, "Nah, it's probably just the usual reason why everybody else think it is because it was just people want to escape from reality and whatnot," which is true.
Well, that's what mostly anime is, especially fantasy anime. Like, if you look at most Ikusa, Seki, oh fuck, Another Road anime, fucking a lot of those fucking people, except for the ones who didn't get bullied, were just getting fucking just destroyed by other people, being destroyed by how society works in Japan, just fucking just being just fucking bullied to death. And we've seen this
True.
multiple times in real life. People getting bullied up. There was a wrestler that we talked about with I think it was Raven a couple of podcasts ago, where she was bullied to suicide because a show edited it a certain way where it looked like she was the bad guy, not aware of what the fuck going on, and they bullied her to death.
Yeah, and her mother was like also like trying to advertise it as well because she was supposed to be playing the quote unquote hero. But they
Mm.
took it like way too far, and like now everybody's kind of. I remember that story. I don't remember what her name is, sadly, but I
She
do
was a
remember that,
wrestler.
and that was yeah. I remember she was like a wrestler, and she was supposed to like basically take over like her mom's legacy or something like that.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. That's why I hate reality TV shows. But continue, bro.
So like after that, he was all like, because don't you just want to get away from adulting and everything else like that? And I came up with this analogy like even before the conversation. I was like, adults want to have the adult perks but not take over the adult responsibilities.
Mm. Yeah, honestly, I think adulthood is measured by what our past generation has done as adults, honestly, and what their past generation has done, and so on and so forth. It's like, there's shit you have to handle, like business and stuff like that. And when they say business, usually like, making sure your bills are straight, making sure like you got everything set and done, making sure like you have all this. Because adulting is actually really, really hard if you don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I hate when parents be like, oh man, without me, fucking you won't be able to do anything. Be like, I'm gonna low key. If somebody ever tells me that, I'm gonna low key just be like, hey, teach me. Like,
I think that
if you don't think I'm ready to go out there in the world, fucking teach me. Show me how to do things. 'Cause people react better to. I don't think people don't. Go ahead.
No, no, no. I was about to say like you're kind of right on that because like I feel like the way adulting is teach to everybody else like that, it kind of feels like the equivalent of like playing spades. Like
Oh
a lot
shit.
of people was never taught spades. They were just you were just expected to know how to play.
Holy shit. I barely know how to play spades, not because I played on a web browser. Like I think the highest suit wins, and the highest suit out of that number wins, I guess, or the highest number out of that
Yeah,
suit.
it's something like that though. But I think the confusion for me is the whole teammate thing.
Yeah, having my teammate sit across from me instead of next to me, I can't do that. I gotta see what's in my partner's hand.
I think that's what kind of like makes the fun of it though, to be honest. But um, like I said, I feel like that the reason that I feel like that people wants to take care wants the adult perks but doesn't want to have the adult responsibility
Hmm.
is think about how a child looks at adulthood, right?
Hmm.
Um when you're a child, you're all like, "Oh, I want to do this, and that because won't be able to at the moment." Like, "Oh, I want to drive a car. I want to own a house. I want to like earn money. I want to." If I guess like this particular one is kind of 50-50 for like little girls in particular want to have a baby. Like I'm the only reason why I'm saying 50-50 is because
There's a
like
lot of women that want kids.
well it's I don't know. It's complicated because,
Yes.
like, when you think about a majority of toys for girls, it's usually dolls that are babies.
Why is that?
I feel like it's a propaganda thing though,
Like
but I'm
we
not too
got like
sure.
cars, guns, and soldiers. They get fucking easy bakes, fucking functional fucking dolls that shit themselves, and fucking clothes. Lots of fucking clothes and dolls that
It's
like designer shit.
misogynistic propaganda when you really think about it.
And my thing is, why are micro machines so tiny, but the Barbie car is big as fuck?
Oh yeah, I think Nostalgia Critic brought that up
I know.
actually.
That's why I'm bringing that up.
I was like, that's actually kind of true though. Why is that?
Like, shouldn't man be out the big cars, big house? Oh, doll houses! Holy fuck! But no, fucking. I honestly believe that like it's a generational thing, and we should. Well, I don't know. School barely taught me how to be an adult, so I know.
School never teaches you how to be an adult though.
That's why I said somewhat, because they should might fill up a job application, and my taxes, which I still don't know how to figure out.
Yeah, taxes are still kind of sort of confusing. Like they're not as confusing because like luckily you have somebody who can take you through the whole process.
Hmm.
But like the fact that we have like little apps like what was that one tax app like TurboTax or something like that.
Hmm.
Like we got that for a prime example that simplifies doing your taxes. The fact that we have an app that simplifies doing your taxes is saying something.
You know what's crazy? Did you know you could pay the IRS to do your taxes for you?
Huh. Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, I heard this from somebody else that was talking about adulthood and stuff like that, like some years ago. And I found out one of our friends was doing it. I'm not gonna say who it is, but we both know who it is. I think we both know who it is.
I can kind of sort of guess, but actually that sounds like one of those things that you have to figure out on your own
Hmm.
and nobody won't tell you. Like you already know there's like a lot of things that like a lot of life hack things that a lot of people won't tell you. You just have to figure out on your own.
Bro, there are life hacks that we got right as kids that work now, and parents be like, "Oh, that shit don't work." Like the whole
Oh,
pizza and water cup shit. I found that shit out in high school. That's why I always do it.
oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because bread, when you put bread, it's a sponge. All that moisture is going to be gone. It's going to be hard. But if you put water in there, any bread or any pastry that you have, put water in there with it because it will preserve anything that's like pancakes, chips, Fucking all the shit that's based off bread or any kind of yeast or anything like that. Like pasta, especially pasta. I know anybody hates here eating hard ass government pasta. Yeah, I actually eat burnt pasta. Fight me. But no, being an adult is super difficult because you gotta be up on everything. You gotta make sure everything's paid. You gotta make sure you don't overspend, especially when you got a budget. Bro, you know how hard my budget is right now to deal with?
I hate budgeting. I'm not
Like,
even
I
gonna
would have
lie
had
on
a
that.
whole new computer if I didn't budget. But knowing me, I'm gonna have to budget now. I spend money terribly. That's why I have somebody to help me with my budget. Because I can admit, as an adult, I am terrible with money.
True.
You said true? Damn.
Hey man, the thing I see you spend the most money on is nothing but weed. That is a kind of sort of terrible investment.
Actually, I've been buying weed for like $60.
Well, I never knew how much the weed actually was though, but like
No, because
if you're literally going out your way saying, "Hey, I like bought some weed," but then it's always somewhere broke, that is kind of sort of a bad investment.
no, because I take out 100 from my card, so like I can have like 100 for buying weed and whatever turns out left. I wash my clothes and stuff like that, which is usually mostly like $20 or $30, which is fine. I use whatever left to catch the bus, to go do whatever I need to do outside in the world, what I have to go do to handle business and shit like that. But handling business is sometimes hard and difficult. Like there's a lot of shit that I don't know. Like I'm a medical. How the fuck I'm supposed to like keep up with 90% of this shit? And, you know,
Really?
yeah, they check up with you like every other month.
Oh,
But yeah, adulting is really difficult if you don't have anybody there to help you right now. Because I end up being homeless due to trying to adulting on my own and trying to like get help from like family and shit like that. Because family don't want to help. Nobody give a shit
true.
about me because I'm a fucking adult. I don't want to take care of no fucking adult.
I mean, I will admit I'm a lot more responsible with money now compared to how I was a few years ago.
Nigga,
But
I'm still mad at Joey. Yes, we're gonna put your name out there on blast that he bought
damn.
all those fucking cases of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You know what I would have dealt with that shit, bro? I would not bought fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards that's fucking worthless. I hope he sold all those cards and got a profit too, because holy fuck.
9 times out of 10, he usually does profit out of a lot of stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised.
That's why I got the whole selling cards game, because that's just not worth it, man. Like I don't want to spend $2,000 on a whole case just to get like 100 back. By the way, that's how much the case costs.
I mean, let's be real. Like, basically, buying card games in general is technically gambling,
Yeah, you're right.
unless you buy everything direct. That's why, like, you now see a lot more people not really buying random packs. You just have a lot of people trying to buy all singles,
And that's what's
which is a
hurting
good and a bad
MTG right
thing.
now. Or that's what hurt the Wizards of the Coast is because people are buying like singles and shit like that from third party shit or whatnot. That's why they're bringing out the secret lair shit. But that's besides the
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
I'm kind of scared if I have a kid that I don't know how that I'm gonna fuck up raising it. As an adult,
Same.
I know I'm gonna probably spoil the baby because I didn't get a lot of shit as a kid, so I'm gonna give the baby everything. Not the rapper, my future kid if I ever have one. Like I'm gonna spoil the fuck out my baby, bro.
I mean, my thing is moderation.
Mm.
Everything works in moderation, and I feel like that you don't necessarily necessarily don't treat your kid like you don't necessarily spoil a kid unless they like really deserve it.
I don't know. Do a kid deserve being spoiled? Like I probably adopt like a kid from a foster home and probably spoil them because I already know how it feels to be inside the system and stuff like that growing up. That's another thing too. When you're inside the system don't really give a fuck about you.
They don't.
They really don't give a shit about you. I've heard horror stories.
It's like you have to be like at a certain amount of age in order to get like even a glance of some parents trying to adopt you, and then you also have the fact that what do you get adopted into the wrong parents?
Yeah, like I'm happy that when I got into foster care or whatnot, the person actually gave a fuck. Like she could have just been like, "Fuck you, nigga, get ghost." No, she take care of me, and like fucking, I'll probably murder a motherfucker for her. Let's be all real. But no, yeah, adulting is super fucking hard, and I don't understand it. I wish there was somebody there was out there to teach me, like when I was younger, when I was out there being a fucking fuckboy and shit. But no, fucking adulting's hard. How you feel about it?
Well, I don't know. Let's ask Dr. Umar Johnson.
This
No.
nigga.
The Black Parent Bible. We got the Black Parent Bible.
Is that real?
Yeah, he legitimately made like a book about being a black parent and what like advice on being a black parent.
Holy shit!
It's called something else, but he when on his video he called it the Black Parent Bible.
This nigga was like, I made a book for all parents to follow. Fuck out of here, bro.